There are features on your iPhone that's so powerful, most people have no idea it even exists. It can live caption anything on your screen, let you control everything with just your eyes, and even stop a stranger from going through your iPhone. This isn't some third-party app, it's built right into every iPhone. Today, I'm diving into the most underrated iPhone feature no one uses under the accessibility setting on your iPhone. And trust me, once you see what it can do, you might never use your iPhone the same way again. So let's get started. Open Settings app. Select Accessibility. All the features we are going to talk about today will be controlled from here. First, let's start with VoiceOver is like your iPhone reading your screen back to you. It provides audio description of everything on the screen, making it easier to navigate and interact with your device, whether it's reading a text, describing an image, or guiding you through the interface with gestures. Once you turn it on, VoiceOver will dictate everything that's on the screen.
VoiceOver on, settings, accessibility, back button.
You can tap on something and it'll tell you exactly what it is. And if you double tap anywhere, it selects or activates the option. You can swipe and hold to go to the home screen. So single tap to hear what's there and double tap to select it. It's obviously super useful for visually challenged, but how I use it is when I'm reading a long article or a message or a document, I turn on VoiceOver using Siri, then tap on something to let my iPhone read it for me.
With groundbreaking privacy protections, it gives you peace of mind that no one else can access your data, not even Apple.
And then ask Siri to stop the VoiceOver. Turn off VoiceOver.
Okay, VoiceOver is now off.
Give it a try and let me know what you think. The next feature is... Now, this feature is like straight out of a sci-fi movie, where you can control your iPhone just with your eyes. First, let's set this feature up. Put your iPhone on a stand or a stable surface. Then turn on eye tracking in the accessibility setting under physical and motor section. It'll ask you to first set up the feature. You will see small colorful dots moving around on the screen, and your job is to track the dots with your eyes. This helps your iPhone learn how to follow your eye movements. Once it's done, you'll notice that you can now control your iPhone with just your eyes. You glance at something and your iPhone will focus on that button or app on that screen. When you turn on the dwell control, you can simply stare at an option for a few seconds and your iPhone will recognize that you want to select it. Plus, you can also adjust the pointer responsiveness to control how sensitive the cursor is to your eye movements. This feature is perfect for those who need hands-free control and is a fun way to navigate your iPhone. It also opens up a whole new level of accessibility, allowing you to interact with your device in a completely unique way. Next up, let's talk about the motion settings. This feature is super helpful if you are someone who experiences motion sickness or gets nauseous when you use your phone in a moving car or a train. This feature reduces the sensation by limiting certain motion effects, like the parallax effect or screen transitions. In the motion setting, you can enable the reduce motion option. This limits animations and makes things like opening apps, switching between screens, and minimizing apps smoother and less jarring. Can you see that? Instead of usually flashy transitions when opening and closing apps, it'll just switch instantly, making it way more comfortable for your eyes and head. But there is even more. You can turn on Show Vehicle Motion Cues, which adds these little dots on the screen to help with motion sickness when you're in motion. I personally keep this in automatic, so the dots only appear when the vehicle motion is detected. Here's a cool bonus. You can also access this feature straight from the control center. Just open it and you will see an icon for the vehicle motion cues. If you don't see it there, long press on Control Center, tap Add Control, search for motion, and you will find the option to add. My sister struggles with motion sickness whenever she's traveling, and this really helps her out. Okay, we saw controlling your iPhone with just your eyes. This next feature lets you control your iPhone with just your voice. Not like Siri, but proper controls. Select voice control and turn it on. Now you will be able to access and navigate your iPhone just with your voice commands. Do you also see these numbers here? These numbers are part of the voice control feature, which assigns a number to each clickable element on your screen. You can say the number of the item you want to interact with, and the voice control will automatically perform the action for you. For example, if you see the number 5 next to a button or link, just say tap 5 to click on it. You can also use commands like go home, scroll up, or open YouTube to perform various actions. Voice control offers great accessibility and can be a huge help if you prefer hands-free navigation or need assistance with physical interaction. You get to choose the language here and go through the commands that perform different actions. You can create your own custom commands too. Another awesome feature you should try is Apple Watch mirroring. Turn this on. This allows you to control your Apple Watch directly from your iPhone. It's a game changer for those who might find it easier to interact with their iPhone screen instead of the small Apple Watch display. Once enabled, you can see your Apple Watch screen mirrored on your iPhone, and you can interact with it using touch, gestures, or even voice control. This is perfect if you have difficulty interacting with smaller screen on Apple Watch or you just want larger display for convenience. Just a quick tip. I know it's not very intuitive to go into settings, find this setting and turn it on every time you need to control the watch or even any other setting that we saw. What you can actually do is you can assign a shortcut to open accessibility setting directly. Here, in accessibility setting, go to accessibility shortcut and pick the Apple Watch mirroring or any other accessibility feature like eye tracking. This way, I can quickly triple tap the side button to enable the accessibility feature, use it, and then disable it. It's so quick. Next, let's talk about sound recognition. Another amazing feature for accessibility. Turn on sound recognition and then select which sound you want your iPhone to recognize. Some of the options include sounds like alarms, doorbells, sirens, dog barking, baby crying, and more. This feature allows your iPhone to listen for specific sounds and notify you when they are detected. It can be especially helpful for individuals who need additional auditory cues for their environment, or if you're just using noise-canceling headphones, you need a visual notification for alerts. Once it's turned on, your iPhone will listen for these sounds and send you a notification whenever it detects one. For example, let me turn on the sound of cat and the baby crying option. If your phone hears a cat or a baby cry, it'll alert you, even if you have your headphones on or if there is background noise. This is a fantastic feature for enhancing awareness of important sounds around you, and it helps you keep connected to your environment, especially when you're busy. Did you know that your iPhone can provide real-time captions for any audio or video playing on your iPhone, including phone calls, FaceTime, podcasts, and even videos without built-in subtitles? It's a game changer for anyone who prefers reading along with audio or needs accessibility support. When you turn it on, you will see a pop-up menu titled Anjana's iPhone. This means the device is actively listening to on-device audio. So if you play a video, the iPhone will detect the sound and instantly generate captions. If you want to customize how the captions look, just go back to Settings page and tap on Appearance. You can format the text, change its color, tweak the background color, and even adjust the opacity to suit your style and visibility needs. Now, what if you want captions for someone speaking to you in real life? Tap the arrow icon in the Live Captions window and switch the input to microphone. This will allow your iPhone to listen to the sounds around you, like someone talking, and convert them to captions in real time. It's that easy, and honestly, such a helpful feature whether you're in a noisy place, hard of hearing, or you just feel like reading along. Vocal shortcuts is a powerful accessibility feature that lets you assign custom voice commands to perform actions on your iPhone, even complex ones. Turn on vocal shortcuts. Here, there are so many system actions already to choose from, like adding new reminders, turning on the flashlight, or taking a picture. Let me select the control center. Now, I have to add a speakable phrase to run this action. I'll add open control. Click go. Now, teach your iPhone to recognize the phrase. Once done, this action is ready to perform. Now, whenever you say open control, the control center opens up. Open control. It's especially useful if you have motor limitations, but honestly, anyone who loves hands-free controls will find it helpful. It's also fun to use. Here are a few examples. Screenshot. Remind me. Let's wrap things up with a few more incredibly useful hidden iPhone features. Under keyboard and typing, enabling hover typing will enable a floating preview of the text you are typing on the keyboard. I can increase the font size to a maximum, and it makes it easier for elders and visually challenged to type much more easily. Next, guided access is a powerful tool which gives you privacy and security when handing over your phone to someone else. Let me show you how it works in action. I'll first enable this feature in settings. Now, if I want to show some photos to a friend, before that, I'll turn on guided access by triple pressing the side button. Now, I'll mark the bottom part of the screen to be not used by that person. I'll also provide a passcode, which I will need to disable this feature later. Now, when I give my phone to others, they can view my photos, but they can't do anything in the disabled area like sharing or deleting the photo. Also, they won't be able to go to any other app as well. You need your passcode to end this guided access. Neat, right? Alright, there are many more such cool hidden accessibility features on your iPhone. If you found it interesting, leave a comment and I'll make a follow-up video on that. If you found this video helpful, give it a like and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one. This is Sanjana. Bye-bye.